Welcome back to Sounds of the Stage. Of course, with me, Jake Crump again. That's not going to change. The music will, and what we talk about will, but it will, unfortunately, always be presented by me. Kicking things straight off, as you can hear, with another song from the stage, this time from Evita, performed, of course, by Madonna. It's Don't Cry for Me, Argentina. Another request, this time by my lovely mother. Here you go, Mum.
It won't be easy. You'll think it's strange when I try to explain how I feel, that I still need your love after all that I've done. You won't believe me. All you will see is a girl you once knew, although she's dressed up to the nines, at sixes and sevens with you. I had to let it happen. I had to change. Couldn't stay on my life down at heel, looking out of the window, staying out of the sun. So I chose freedom, running around, trying everything new, but nothing impressed me at all. I never expected it to. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. And as for fortune, and as for fame, I never invited them in, though it seemed to the world they were all I desired. They are illusions, they're not the solutions they promised to be. The answer was here all the time. I love you and hope you love me. Don't cry for me, Argentina. Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. Have I said too much? There's nothing more I can think of to say to you. But all you have to do is look at me to know that every word is true.
Don't Cry for Me, Argentina, performed by Madonna in the film version of Evita. That one was, of course, for my mum, who had requested it that we start the third episode with that song. She does have another request, but that's planned for a song coming up in a future episode, so we'll keep that for then. If you do have a request that you'd like to hear on Sounds of the Stage, you can, of course, let me know about it. You can find me on Twitter over at Jake Crump. It's got 2 A's in Jake and 2 U's in Crump. Send me a request there if you want to hear something specific, and it might well make its way into one of the upcoming episodes. Now, it's episode 3, which is very, very exciting, because usually when I start a project like this, they don't tend to go very far, but I've been really, really enjoying this one, and it's not sounded too bad, I don't think. I like to think that anyway. I've listened back to them a couple of times. Now, episode 2, there was a couple of editorial blunders, shall we say. We didn't quite get the transitions in and out of songs very well, so hopefully that's going to be a bit improved today. It certainly should be. That's enough talking for now, isn't it? Let's get into our next song.
Mr. Todd, you have to help me. Mr. Todd, please. Out. Mr. Todd!
Out!
All this shouting and running about. What's happened?
I had him! His throat was bare beneath my hand. No, I had him! His throat was there and he'll never come again.
Easy now, hush, love, hush. I keep telling you.
When?
What's your
Why
rush?
did I wait? You told me to wait. Now he'll never come again. There's a hole in the world like a great black pit, and it's filled with people who are filled with shit, and the vermin of the world inhabit it. But not for long. They all deserve to die. Tell you why, Mrs. Lovett, tell you why. Because in all of the whole human race, Mrs. Lovett, there are 2 kinds of men and only 2. There's the one staying put in his proper place, and the one with his foot in the other one's face. Look at me, Mrs. Lovett, look at you. No, we all deserve to die. Even you, Mrs. Lovett, even I. Because the lives of the wicked should be made brief. For the rest of us, death will be a relief. We all deserve to die. And I'll never see Joanna. No, I'll never hug my girl to me. Finished! All right, you, sir, how about a shave? Come and visit your good friend Sweetie. You, sir, too, sir, welcome to the grave. I will have vengeance. I will have salvation. Who, sir? You, sir? No one's in the chair. Come on, come on. Sweeney's waiting. I want you, pleaders. You, sir? Anybody? Gentlemen, I don't be shy. Not one man, no, nor 10 men, nor 100 can assuage me. I will have you. And I will get him back, even as he gloats. In the meantime, I'll practice on less honourable throats. And my Lucy lies in ashes, and I'll never see my girl again. But the work waits. I'm alive at last, and I'm full of joy.
Well, perhaps not the most cheery song to go into for the second song of the show, but a song from a film that I very much enjoy, taken from Tim Burton's adaptation of Sweeney Todd, the Demon Barber of Fleet Street. That was Epiphany, performed, of course, by Johnny Depp. Quite a good film. Recently I was talking about it with someone because it's one of those that I've watched a couple of times and will watch every now and again as a background movie. And the last person I spoke to about it really didn't like it. I can't remember what their reasons were, but each to their own, I suppose. Now, as we said, this is the third episode of Sounds of the Stage, and I have been enjoying it. But it's a good sort of trying to figure out whether or not it's a radio show or a podcast. Now, I know that where I am at the moment, with it being not monetized and everything, I can get away with using songs without causing any upset to the people that own the rights to them. But, you know, who knows where it's going to go? If it ends up being something that people listen to a lot, what's going to happen down the road? And I am planning a little bit of a different pacing for an episode coming up soon. We spoke in the last episode about Jonathan Larson briefly, and we're going to take a look in an episode coming up about his story, and that's going to be one where we don't maybe listen to full songs. We have little excerpts from songs along the way that help paint the picture of his life. So that will be quite interesting, at least I think so.
You say the price of my love is not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry in your tea, which you hurl in the sea when you see me go by. Why so sad? Remember we made an arrangement when you went away. Now you're making me mad. Remember, despite our estrangement, I'm your man. You'll be back, soon you'll see. You remember you belong to me. You'll be back, time will tell. You remember that I served you well. Oceans rise, empires fall. We have seen each other through it all. And when push comes to shove, I will send a fully armed battalion to remind you of my love. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. You say our love is draining and you can't go on. You'll be the one complaining when I am gone. And no, don't change the subject, 'cause you're my favorite subject. My sweet, submissive subject. My loyal, royal subject. Forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You'll be back like before. I will fight the fight and win the war. For your love, for your praise, and I'll love you till my dying days. When you're gone, I'll go mad. So don't throw away this thing we had. 'Cause when push comes to shove, I will kill your friends and family to remind you of my love. Da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 ya da 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 da. Everybody, da 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 ya 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 da.
and tell everybody that this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is. Now you're in the world. Sat on the roof and I kicked off the moss. Well, some of these verses, well, they got me quite cross. But the sun's been kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting, but these things I do, you see, I've forgotten if they're green or they're blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really mean, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever down in words how wonderful life is. Now you're in the
And that was Your Song, of course performed by Ewan McGregor, or Obi-Wan Kenobi, depending on how you know him, in the 2001 film by Baz Luhrmann, Moulin Rouge, one of my favourite films of all time. I watched it once, 3 times in one day, back to back. That was a good day, a very good day. I got absolutely nothing done, but I absolutely enjoyed myself. And before that, You'll Be Back from Hamilton, which is a show that I've not yet seen, despite it being very popular. I was going to start watching it the other day, but then Charlotte said that we were going to watch it together, so I decided to wait, and I'll watch it for the first time when we get round to that. Your Song from Moulin Rouge is one of my favourites from the film, but that film in general is just... I mean, it's perfect. If you've not watched Moulin Rouge, what are you doing? In fact, pause this. You can come back to this. Go and watch Moulin Rouge now, and then come back, and you can finish this show off later on.
Chimney, chimney, chim-chiree. A sweep is as lucky can be. Chimney, chimney, chim-chiroo. Good luck, we're above when I shake hands with you. Or blow me a kiss, and that's lucky too. Now as the ladder of life has been strung, you might think a sweep's on the bottommost rung. Though I spends me time in the ashes and smoke, in this all wide world there's no happier bloke. Chimney, chimney, chim-chiree. A sweep is as lucky can be. Chimney, chimney, chim-chiroo. Good luck, we're above when I shake hands with you. Chimney, chimney, chim-chiree. A sweep is as lucky can be. Chimney, chimney, chim-chiroo. Good luck, we're above when I shake hands with you. I choose me bristles with pride, yes I do. A broom for the shaft and a brush for the flue.
Oh, it's awfully dark and gloomy up there.
There now, you see how wrong people can be? That there is what you might call a doorway to a place of enchantment. Up where the smoke is all billowed and curled, between pavement and stars is the chimney sweep world. When there's hardly no day, nor hardly no night, there's things off in shadow and off way in light. On the rooftops of London, coo, what a sight.
Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiree. When you're with a sweep, you're in glad company.
Nowhere is there a more happier crew
than them what sings chim chim chiree, chim chiroo. Chim chimney, chim chim chiree, chim chiroo.
I always wanted to be Bert. After I watched Mary Poppins for the first time when I was a kid, if you'd have asked me then what I wanted to do when I was older, I probably would have said I want to paint drawings on the pavement that you can jump into and dance with cartoon penguins, and I'd also like to be a chimney sweep. I'm quite glad I've not gone down that route. I don't think enough people have chimneys anymore. Is anybody a chimney sweep out there? What are you doing with your time? Let me know. I'm interested. We're coming up to the end of the show then for today, and it has once again been an absolute pleasure to bring Sounds of the Stage to you, recorded from my bedroom. I'm actually just lying down on my bed right now. This is the least professional setup I've ever seen in my life. But listen, it's working, it's good fun. I've been thoroughly enjoying it, and like I say, it's been an absolute pleasure to bring you some songs from the stage, which is very interesting to me. I'm going to leave you with one more song. It's another one from Les Mis, which makes Les Mis the first show to have two songs played over separate episodes. It's a little bit of a tearjerker, but don't worry, when we come back, we'll be bringing lots more energy to wake you back up if you're listening back to back. So from Les Mis, to round out the show, it's A Little Fall of Rain.
Don't you fret, Monsieur Marius, I don't feel any pain. A little fall of rain can hardly hurt me now. You're here, that's all I need to know. And you will keep me safe, and you will keep me close, and rain will make the flowers grow.
But you will live, Ponine, dear God above. If I could heal your wounds with words of love.
Just hold me now and let it be. Shelter me, comfort me.
You would live 100 years if I could show you how. I won't desert you now.
Rain can't hurt me now. This rain will wash away what's past, and you will keep me safe, and you will keep me close. I'll sleep in your embrace at last. The rain that brings you here
upon
Marius,
you. You
don't
won't feel any pain. A little fall of rain can hardly hurt you now. I'm here.
That's all I need to know. And you will
Stay with you
be safe.
till you are
And you will keep me close. And rain, make the flowers.
Make the flowers